All right, all right, all right. What's going on, guys? Let me grab the link here for everybody. Okay, we're gonna get started here in a little bit. I'm just gonna tweet about this and get the link out for everyone. Okay, here we go. Yep, live stream link is up. I'm just grabbing, I'm gonna post this on my other Discord here so we can get stuff going. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we got a lot of people jumping on. We also have a lot of people joining today as well. Hey, what's up, Shatil, Raymond, Denise, 8T, how's it going? Errol, how's it going? Good seeing you guys. Let me pull up my chat here. Yeah, we're live. All right, so I posted on Twitter already. And yeah, so we're officially started. Okay, guys. So some good news. And the good news is that we're officially done with whitelisting. So our whitelist spots, we had 1,000 whitelist, 1,000 open whitelist spots. Now closed. So we've cleared over 1,000. Let's see how many new members we have. We're up to 2,850 plus real members in our Discord. All right, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're just getting started, okay? And once again, we launch this Sunday at 5 p.m. May 1st, 2020. Oh, sorry. 2022. I'm thinking 2020. May 1st, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Oh man, back to the future, back to the past. All right. Yeah, I had a lot of meetings today, guys. So my brain is like a little bit, I'm gonna take it slow today, so no worries. Yeah, Pablo's ready. Ignacio, what's up, guys? What's up? Cam is here. Larry's here. Here we go. Escuzi is here. Isaac's here. Jeff's here. Oh, screen. Okay. Yeah. That's how you know I've had a lot of meetings today. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you guys should be able to see my screen now. 1,000 whitelist spots are now closed. So we have 1,000 spots that were open before, now they're closed. We have 2,850 plus real members in our Discord. We're launching this Sunday. We've got 2,000 plus new members not on Discord registered for our webinar on Friday. And we also have a new collab on Friday as well at 5:30 p.m. So we have a new collab on Friday, and this is going to be on Twitter Spaces. So I'll talk about that later. But we're going to get maybe like a few hundred people from this collab alone. So yeah, guys, it's been crazy. It's been wild. It's been a lot of fun. We're only 3 weeks into this thing. We have a lot of people on our Discord. Our Discord is popping right now. You can see there's a bunch of people on here. They're chatting it up. They're talking. They're excited. Everyone's excited. We've got some. We've also got some sneak previews as well. Some sneak peeks. Look at these buckers, man. Like, guys, look at this. Like, well, I showed one originally, but look, we have some new ones here as well. I changed my profile picture, but look at this. Look at that. Like, that looks pretty sick, huh? I mean, the main thing about this is the utility behind it, right? I mean, artwork put aside, like utility is really what we're after here. So the main things that we're looking for in our NFT project for Bucks, so let's call this Buck NFT project, is number one, we have the utility, right? AKA the software. Okay. Number two, let me just scroll down here a little bit. So number two, we've got the Alpha Discord, which is essentially how some of our people in these Discords have been making a lot of money with us, right? And number three, we have a strong community. Number four, you also get the trainings. Number five, you get the previous recordings of trainings, right? We get the live trainings here that we're going to be doing. So there's a lot more to Buck than just like number six, like the artwork. Okay. So like, this is like last, but like pretty much you guys are here because you're here to what do you want? What do you want to do here? You want to make money in NFTs, right? You want to make money. You want to succeed. You want to have fun with an awesome community. That's what we're here for. I mean, like I was joking around with Jeff the other day, and we were talking about, you know, why are people buying NFTs, and here's a funny joke here. Hold on, let me show you guys this meme. It's kind of like, you know, Dogecoin, like why people buy Dogecoin. You know, they say like, oh yeah, I'm in it for the tech, bro. I'm in it just for the tech. So here's the picture right here. I'm in it for the tech, right? A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm in it for the tech. Not really. Like, I mean, most people that are in NFTs are either in it for the community or just to make, really the bottom line is like 80-90% of people that are in NFTs, they want to make money, right? And so that's why we're here. That's why you guys are here. You guys are here literally deep down in your core, in your roots, you want to make money with NFTs. You're not just buying JPEGs. You're not whitelisting into JPEGs so you can just buy the art. You're there to make money, right? So that's what we're going to be doing here. So the webinar on Friday is basically for like people that, it's for my co-founder's email list. So we came from a background of like e-commerce. And so he's got a really big email list, over 140,000 people in there. And we currently have 2,000 people registered for this webinar on Friday. And these are people that don't even know about Buck yet. So you guys can imagine how crazy this is going to be when we do launch it. We've got already a full whitelist of people. And we also have another collaboration on Friday, which is like one of our bigger collabs. And then we also have the 2,000 people registered on this webinar that are going to be watching it and also getting their feet wet into NFTs. Like, these are people who don't even know what NFTs are, but they're interested in NFTs and they want to buy stuff, right? I mean, the last webinar that we did, in terms of sales, we did over $200,000 in sales just from one webinar. So can you guys imagine like what this could do in terms of like getting people, like these guys are just like, they're buying. And so like, we know how to get people into communities. We know how to get people hyped up into softwares, and as long as like we have real utility, which we do, and as long as we're actually helping people, which we are, I feel good about it. It's not like I'm going to feel, you know, scummy for selling something that I don't believe in. I do believe 100% in this project, and I do believe that it's going to help people in the long run. Cool. So yeah, it's for the tech, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Chantel says everyone wants to make money, of course, but cool arts are tempting to buy as well. Yeah. I mean, like, here's the thing, right? Artwork is like, it's cool and all, but I'm looking at many projects here, right? And I'm looking at a lot of projects like Lunartics. I'm actually watching this thing right now very closely. But the artwork looks awesome. It's hot and all that stuff. But eventually, artwork dies down. Okay, artwork is not why the floor price goes up. People hold certain NFTs like Meerkats, for example, because of utility, right? So take a look at Meerkats, Mad Meerkat Treehouse here, for example. Mad Meerkat Treehouse. Let me see how much these were before. Let's go to history. Like these were like 2,000 crow each, right? So I'm not going to go and research it right now, but these were like 2,000 crow each. Now, when I look at utility, and this is kind of like the key takeaway for today here is utility is greater than artwork. And I see a lot of people in the NFT space. They're like, oh man, I love the artwork and I love the profile pic and I love all this stuff. But like really, like if you go deep down in the core of all this, people hold NFTs because of utility and what it does for them, not because of the artwork, right? How many of you guys agree with this? Type in agree in the box. If you feel like you agree, if you disagree, that's okay. It's fine. We can also have a conversation about it. We can talk and why disagree. But what I've seen personally from my experience is that I've seen that utility trumps artwork. Utility always does way better in an NFT project in terms of holders, in terms of floor price, in terms of longevity of the project, in terms of where like how much money people are going to make it with it, right? Utility is always way better than artwork. I mean, guys, look at moonbirds. Like, you guys think people bought moonbirds for the art? Like, come on, let's be serious here. You guys think they bought this for the art? Like, who in their right mind would buy this one for $80,000? Who in the right mind would do that? Like, you think they bought it for the art? I don't think so, right? I don't think they bought it for the art. Let's take a look at activity here. Just 14 minutes ago, someone bought this art for 26.98 ETH. So they bought this thing for $77,000. Who in the right mind is going to buy this for $77,000? Do you think it's for the art? I mean, come on. Like, really, seriously, you think it's for the art? You think people buying this for 77,000 because of the art? They're looking to flip this thing, right? They're looking to flip it for like 99,000. They bought it for 77. They want to flip it for 99. You can't tell me with a straight face that people are buying this because of the art. It's not happening, right? And I can tell you from experience that NFT projects that do very well is because they have utility, community, or they have something that's going to help people make more money or improve their lives somehow, whether it's like mental health or whatever it may be, right? Whether it's like a support group, whether it's whatever it is, they don't buy it for the artwork. Very rarely. Like, I mean, come on, let's go take a look at another one here. Okay. Let's go take a look at, let's see here. Neo Tokyo, right? They buy it because of the identity as well. They're buying an identity. They're not buying artwork. There's no artwork here. This is an identity. This is a membership. This is why NFTs succeed, is not because of the freaking artwork. Like, no one gives a crap about the artwork, honestly. Like, maybe like 10-20% of people actually do. But people buy NFTs because of the utility and the software and whatever, the community, the identity, the membership that you get because of that, right? I have so many NFTs that have very, very strong artwork, like really, really awesome artwork, but it's a very small percentage of why people actually will buy it. Like, the artwork is great. It's great for, like, in my opinion, I think artwork is great for hype. It's great for conversation. It's great for community building. But what happens if you don't have a foundation under the community building? If people just go into the Discord and start talking about, oh man, the art's great, the art's great, eventually saying the art's great 50 times a day is going to get very tiring, and it's not really going to, like, okay, let me just sell this thing. I think the art's fine. It's okay. Let me sell it. Right. So are you guys seeing this? Like, are you guys seeing like why you have to look deeper into an NFT project than just the artwork and just the hype? There's a lot more to it than just the hype, than just the artwork. There's more to it than just all this stuff. There's also rarity as well. I mean, like, you have, with artwork comes, the great thing about this is that you have rarity and stuff like that. So you can post it for more. But here's also the pros and cons of buying rarity. Okay. So the pros is that you're basically, you could potentially, this is a keyword, flip for more. So for me personally, it's very rare that I'll buy like high rare unless I like really believe in it and I'm looking at long-term in the project. Um, so for the rarity, you could potentially flip it for a lot more, like really good. Now the cons to this is that if the project is newer and not as established, rarity might be harder to sell in the future. Okay. I'm going to give you guys an example. I bought Ape Kids Club. So let me give you this profile. Let me show you guys. Let me just type in Kids Club. Look at this. Also, like I bought Teenage Nightclub. They had like their utility was we're going to do in real life events at nightclubs and stuff like that. But the project didn't really take off because there wasn't a lot of marketing happening, right? So another one is, let's do like kids. Let me type in kids. So check this out, guys. How much do you guys think I paid for this NFT right here? How much do you guys think I paid for it? This was Ape Kids Club. Take a guess. Put it in the chat box. How much you guys think I paid for this? Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. I'm 100% with you. There is an initial appeal, like Toxic Skulls Club. The reason why I bought it was because not because of the art. The art was secondary. The first thing was because of the hype, because of the marketing. The second thing was the art. And I was like, wow, this is cool art. And that caused the hype and the marketing. That's why I bought Toxic Skulls Club. And that's why I wanted to buy more because my mentality was there. I was like, I'm looking at the marketing first. And I'm like, these guys did a really good job on marketing. They probably spent a lot of money on marketing. Their artwork is great. That's a secondary thing. So I'm going to buy a lot of these. And so that's why I bought and flipped it, right? Okay, so some of you guys said 5 ETH, 1 ETH, 0.05, 0.3. Okay, so I bought this for 1.5 ETH back in December. And at that time, it was $6,300. Right, this was one of the most expensive NFTs that I bought, $6,300. And the reason why I bought this was because of rarity. Okay, in this case, there was 0.18% mummy, and there were only 18 items available for mummy. And at the time, the floor price was like 2 or 3 ETH for one of these mummies. Now it's like 0.8 ETH for the floor price. Okay, I had bought this because it was like one of the rarer ones, and so I didn't want to sell it. Like I actually had an offer for $7,000, so I bought it for 6,300. I had an offer for like 7,000 something. I didn't take it because at the time I was thinking this thing is going to keep going up and doing really well. Well, figured that didn't happen. And one of the things about this project is because of the art, right? They have like multiverse and all the other stuff, but like it didn't really like take off as much as I like it to. So the floor price is currently 0.11 at this case. So I'm not going to be able to sell this thing. Like here's a problem with buying rares. You can buy rares, but the chances of you selling that rare in the future is going to be very difficult because who's going to want to pay for, there's a very small number of people that will actually pay for rares versus the people that are buying on the floor, right? So theoretically, let's say you have like, let's say I don't even know these numbers, but let's say like you have 100 people, okay? And out of 100 people, maybe like 5 to 10 buy rares, and you've got like 90 that buy just the floor, right? So who's your target audience? Your market size is way bigger of the people buying floor than there are people buying rares. It's very rare that you have a person buying your rare. So it's a lot harder in the future to sell this at a profit, a rare item at a profit, unless the project is already established and super big, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club. If they're already big, then that gives grounds for you to be able to sell it for a lot more. But if it's a project that just started out and you're looking at selling it because it's rare, very, very rarely, I mean, unless there's like the initial hype, like look at Loomies, right? The initial hype, then you can start to see that, okay, you know, I think I think my rares could sell, but oftentimes it's very, very hard to doing that. So that's kind of like the cons of buying rares. The pros is you can potentially flip it for more. That's one of the pros. The cons is it's harder to sell. I would say let's put an extra keyword in there. A lot harder to sell. It's a lot harder to sell a rare than it is to sell the floor. That's the reason why when it comes to artwork and rarity and all that stuff, it doesn't really matter to me as much as if I think that the project is going to do really well in the future. Like if I'm holding on to a project and I feel like it's got legs in the future, then I'm going to buy a rare just in case, right? Like it's kind of like an insurance policy for me. Like just in case this thing goes up, I have a lot of money waiting for me later on. But once again, that's the gamble that you're taking. So you have to be able to weigh your risks and rewards. So in NFTs, you have to be able to weigh, okay, risks versus rewards. So most people, they get caught up into the, you know, like I'm in it for the tech. Let me just go back to that image because it's hilarious. Most people get caught up for like the tech, right? I'm in it for the technology or whatever it may be. Well, while in most cases, they don't even know what they're talking about, because when you weigh out the risk and rewards, at the end of the day, if it's a new project and you're just buying the rares and you don't know if the project's going to do well, like sometimes I will risk myself in buying rares from some projects. I will do that, and you guys have seen it. But I'm risking myself because I have play money, I have house money. But if you don't have house money, you don't have play money, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd recommend getting your feet wet first, right? So there's different levels in this NFT game. If you're just starting out, if you're just playing the game, I would get my feet wet, get my first 2x, 3x, and then take out my initial investment and then play with house money. So it may take you a few months, but that's okay. How many of you guys here have some patience? Like type in patience in the box if you guys have some patience in order to like succeed, right? Because in order to succeed in this NFT game, you got to have patience, and the patience comes from experience. So when you have experience, you're going to be able to make these trades a little bit better, and you're not going to worry about, oh no, I just put my house money in here and I might lose my house money and I'm sweating bricks, you know? Like you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're playing without any emotion involved. So when you remove emotion from your trades, you're a lot better at making some better decisions, and you're okay with losing that money. You got to be in this space, you got to be okay with losing money. If you're not okay with losing money and you're always going to be like complaining about it, you're going to make bad decisions later on. You're going to end up making emotional trades, which is always a bad way to do it. You got to make trades based on logic and not really as much like kind of like a balance, because some projects that I'm in, I see the potential of the projects, even though it dips down to like crazy numbers, like, and I'm seeing it, I'm watching, I'm like, I'm not worried if it dips. The market's at a dip right now, guys. I mean, like we've seen in this past week, a lot of NFTs have been dipping, right? Loomies have been dipping, Sushi Cats, Space Booze, like all the ones that I got into, especially even Toxic Skulls. But I've already pulled my money out, where I told you guys where this could be the top. You guys remember that? Even Toxic Skulls is at a dip. Everything is at a dip right now. It could be a discount, or it could just be a way to say, okay, maybe this isn't it. But if you guys remember, Toxic Skulls went something like this, and then went something like, well, not really that, but let me do something like this. It went something like this, and it's like this, right? I got out right here. You remember when I told you I can barely ever touch this point right here. I don't know what this is ever. Like it could keep going up, but I never know what this is. But in this case, this was like, I think 0.64 or something like that. I got out at 0.5 to 0.42 ish. Okay. This is where I got out. Currently, Toxic Skulls, let's take a look. So currently Toxic Skulls is at 3.45. So it might be like maybe right here. Okay, 3.45. And I don't know where it's going to go. It's going to go up. It could go down. I have no idea where this is going to go. But as I told you guys, this is the like right here when it starts to dip. That's the best time to exit. And hopefully you guys are starting to get this and understand this over time, because when we're going to be trading other NFTs, some of you guys may be like, no, diamond hand. But when I see the market kind of starting to dip right here, and it starts to, and the reason why is because of momentum, right? Momentum starts to slow down and volume starts to slow down. These are the two things that I'm looking for, is if the momentum starts to slow down, and if the volume, basically volume is from momentum, right? So if the volume starts to slow down and we're starting to see like every hour, every 10 transactions, it's like 10 minutes in between, 40 minutes in between, and the volume starts to slow down, that's when it starts to kind of dip right here. And another thing is utility. Okay. Utility is the big catalyst for me. That's the reason why I haven't sold my space boots. That's the reason why I haven't sold Sushi Cats or these other ones, right? Because they have more utility, in my opinion. So if they have more utility, then those are the ones that I'm going to be holding a little bit longer term. When it comes to just artwork and just metaverse, we're buying metaverse land and all this stuff, like it's good, but it's not enough for me. Like I need more than that. I need to see that there's going to be more utility in the future. And that's why I think, in my opinion, like some of these like space boosts could be a really good one, because of the utility, what they're doing with their token. I'm waiting for the token. Mainly that's like one of the big things I'm waiting for is like their token. But this is also at a dip. Like everything is at a dip right now. Everything's at a discount. So it's knowing when to sell, when to exit. I got out at a good time right here, and knowing when to get back in. So when do we get back in terms of like space boosts? I'm still patiently waiting, right? I'm still patiently waiting. The time to get back in is this. Okay. Let's refresh this. Okay. The time to, oh crap. Clear. There we go. All right. So the time to get back in is this. So let's say it goes up, it dips down, and then it starts to do this. When I start to see this, then what I'm going to look at is I'm going to look into a few things, right? I'm going to look at how is the market doing overall. Okay. How's the market? Number two, overall. So this is where I don't put my emotions into play. Because remember, when you put emotions, you're like, oh man, yeah, it looks like it's curling up. It looks like it's curling up. But you don't know. You don't ever know until you've actually researched the full market. This is where your emotions playing, because your emotions are telling you it's curling up. This is a time to buy, right? That's what it's telling you. But logic says it's curling up, but only for that one project. It's curling up, but the rest of the market is going down. So why? So this is where I look into other things as well, other factors in when I get back in, right? So the market is overall. The second thing I'm looking at is I'm looking at if there's a catalyst. A catalyst, what does that mean? A catalyst is something that is pushing the project forward to new heights. Like, did they get a new collab, right? Did they collab with Nike or something? Like, did they do a collaboration with like a Bored Ape Yacht Club or whatever? What is that catalyst that's pushing this thing upwards, the upward trajectory, right? Is it rumors? You know how they say buy the news, and sell. So basically what we're doing right here is we're selling the news, right? And if there's news coming out, then there's rumors and people are like, yeah, buy it. And then it goes up. I want to sell the news. I want to sell the news right here. So if there's news coming out and we don't know what the heck is going on, and it's just like something is going on, some like we've seen this multiple times where like someone's like, oh yeah, there's a potential collab with like Adidas. That would be the perfect time to like get in at the dip, buy it and sell it at the top and make a profit, right? But basically what we're doing here is we're removing emotion. So when is a good time? Let's see. So first of all, let's take a look at the markets. So Bitcoin, let's go to days. Okay. Actually, let me see Bitcoin chart. Let's go to coin market cap. It's a little bit easier to do that. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to look overall of multiple different influencers on Twitter and people on YouTube and typing something like Bitcoin rally, Bitcoin crash, or I'll go on YouTube and I'll find people and I'll find their overall sentiments of what Bitcoin is going to do this month. And if people are all saying that Bitcoin's going to dip, then that's kind of like implying it, and also like self-fulfilling prophecy, because if they're telling people and other people Bitcoin's going to dip, everyone's kind of got this like horde mentality, and they're going to follow whatever people are saying, right? So overall, if we take a look at the history of Bitcoin, right around April and into May, right? April. So we're right here. So it kind of dipped in April, right around this time, right? So the 23rd, from the 3rd to the 6th to the 20-ish, it kind of dipped here, right? So let's take a look here. Let's kind of do this. Okay, now over here, we can see that kind of around the same time on the 20s, it kind of made a dip, and then it went back up on the 25th-ish, all the way up until like the beginning of May, right? And then at the beginning of May, like it could happen earlier. It doesn't have to necessarily mean like exactly May 10th is when you sell, you know, it could happen earlier, like May 4th or May 1st or whatever it may be, where Bitcoin could decide to go on a dip here. And people are thinking the same thing. They're not like, you know, they're not like, oh, it's going to be bullish. You know, we're going to see the next big moon. I've seen Bitcoin and overall market start to pop like right around October-ish, you know, right around those levels. So like right here, we see October, right? Another October, September, October, it starts to pop. January dips a little bit, pops again in February. So let's see the same thing here. So let's see October, September, October, it pops, and then it kind of dipped earlier than it did before. So like December, it started to dip. It would have dipped at January, or in this case, yeah, it's supposed to dip at January, but it dipped on November, right? And September it started dipping like crazy. So that's the reason why like you have to look at the history of Bitcoin as well. And that will determine where we are right now. So are we expecting a dip? Possibly a big one, right? So overall market is, maybe that's why people are taking their NFTs out and buying and buying like USD or, you know, stable coins, so that they can weather the storm. And they're thinking that there might be a dip here. Okay. So overall markets, like when we're looking at this, I'm like, when is this going to happen? When, you know, when Lambo, when Moon. So like, when is this going to happen? We don't know yet. We have to kind of just time the market, not really time the market, but we have to like see what the market is doing. And we can see the market is like super volatile right now. That's why we saw a dip in NFTs, is because we saw people dipping Bitcoin and people started liquidating NFTs. And now it's gone back up again, and then it's back dip again. And we don't know where it's going to go next. And, you know, it's kind of like a toss up for Bitcoin sometimes as well. Another thing to look at is also, you got to look at the stock markets in this case as well, because the stock market also influences the Bitcoin market as well. Not all the time, but for majority of time, like it does. Like, for example, we'll see before the inflation numbers come out, we'll see Bitcoin either rise or fall, because people know already. You know, if we start seeing Bitcoin fall, then we know that the inflation numbers are really bad. Things like that. So stuff that you got to be also watching out for. But kind of like the shortcut all of this without having to do a lot of work is I look at influencers on Twitter and on YouTube, and I find out from them the sentiments of what the overall markets are going to do, what it's looking like. Okay. Yeah. When buck. Yeah. When do you know when to get in? So the timing to get in, I'm not always 100% correct here. But when it comes to projects that I have full conviction on and I'm holding long term, I'm going to hold them. Projects that I don't really care about and I want to make a flip, like what happened with TSC, and you guys saw me make flips there and I made profits here. Projects like this, I'm just going to take my money as it's starting to go dip down like this. Take my money at 0.5 to like 0.4. That's when I started selling, and just wait. So at this point, I'm waiting on the markets, because when it starts to get back up, I have a lot of capital from here that I can start dumping into here now, right? And then when it starts to get back up again, that's when I can start to see my capital increase. But can we time it correctly 100% of the time? No, no one can. If they tell you that they can time it 100% of the time, it's incorrect. Like no one can actually do that, because anyone could just be like, you know, whales could just whales have their own mind, and so they can just sell at any time, at any moment. So you just have to be careful with that and watch out for it, especially if you're playing with bigger money. At later on in the stages, like you're gonna have to watch the market. You can't just go into something blindly. You have to do your own research on this part. Yeah, so any of these projects that you guys have, like Artiverse, and I see like others you guys are posting on here, post it in our shill group, and then we'll take a look at those as well. But right now, like in terms of getting into NFTs right now, the markets are like, in terms of like some of these projects like Space Booze and all this stuff, I'm gonna wait until the market starts to pump again, because the best time to get these projects obviously is at mint price, right? Mint price is like the lowest you'll probably get for these projects. So that's pretty much what this looks like. Because even the people that minted at this, I think mint price was like 0.03 or something like that. So even the people that minted, they're still up by a lot. So in my opinion, the projects for me that I've actually had the most success with are the ones that have had strong utility, and these are the ones that are longer hold, and also the projects that I've gotten at mint price as well. But the long-term projects are the ones with like utility. They have like some sort of way where members can benefit from the membership, from the NFT, where it's either like a real life event, or like networking with other business people, or networking with other NFT owners, or networking with other projects to get whitelisted, or to get sold out, to get their project sold out, whatever that may be. That's the strength of the community. So if you guys know, Buck holders have a lot of utility, a lot of benefits to them. Like we're going to be planning our another thing is we're going to be planning our launch pad for those that already have NFT projects and they want to sell out their NFT projects, where we're going to help you guys sell out your NFT projects as well by pushing people over there, as long as we believe in it, as long as we vet it out. So there's a lot of cool things coming for Buck holders. And like, we're building a strong community. We're getting people in there that are like alphas, and they are traders as well. There are whales in there. There are Bored Apes in our club. There are mutant apes in our club. There are doodles, invisible friends. There's so many different communities that are joining our group at Buck that it's a very diversified group. And we're not going to shun any project unless it's a scam. We're gonna invite and open arms all projects and all NFT projects, because we want to trade those projects. We want to make sales. We want to increase our revenues and our portfolios with these projects. So we welcome every single project with open arms. That's what we do at Buck. We trade, and we hold, and we build, and we grow stronger, right? That's what we do, guys. Yeah. Number 4 is where it's at for me right now. This is so cool. Yeah. Oh, quick. Cool. So Blake says number 4, the live trainings. Yeah. I mean, we do this quite often. I came from a background of e-commerce training. So I've been doing it for since I think like 8 years now. I've been doing live trainings like constantly. So that's why I'm very confident on the screen. I'm okay with training with you guys. And that's why I have specific styles of training that helps you guys understand specific concepts. I'm not going to try to blow up your brains with too much stuff. I'm going to try to teach one concept at a time as we're training. And eventually, like, you'll end up with like, I had a student of mine. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I had a student of mine. She basically sent this to me a few days ago, and I didn't even know about this, but she was just like, and this, the last time I chatted with her was like a long time. So let me see here. Yeah, so look at the dates here, right? Hold on. The last time I chatted with her was September 2020. You see this right here? So the last time I chatted with her was September 2020. And she just sent me this message, like, 2022 here, April 21st. So that was like 7 days ago. She said, "Hey, Teo, it's been so long. How are you?" So this is our picture in our real life event in one of our e-commerce events here. And she said, "Got this memory on my phone today. LOL. I hope all is well. Just want to let you know that what I learned from you 4 years ago allowed me to create a sustainable online business that allowed me and my family to buy our dream house last year. My husband quit his 9 to 5, and we run a successful online business together. I'm grateful we crossed paths, and thank you for the inspiration and training. You are the best mentor. It's not Shopify though, LOL. It's still service-based, but still I use what I learned to build it. This is someone that like I haven't spoken to in a long time. She just sent me this message, and I get these messages all the time. But this is what I'm super excited about. This is why I really like and I enjoy doing what I'm doing, is because, and now that we're creating this NFT community, we can see we can see that there's more people that I can help out and stuff like that as well. So like this one girl, Nina, she was one of my very, very first students in ecom. And she was able to use the skills, the stuff that I taught her in the digital space in marketing, to building her own business, buying her dream house. Her husband quit his 9 to 5, right? I mean, lives have been changed. And not just this, but so many of them. Like I have so many stories. I've created so many millionaires. And I don't say that lightly. I've literally created millionaires in this space. And that's because of the trainings that have gone through, right? So you guys are in the right place. And I keep saying that, like, you guys are in the right place. If you guys want to succeed and you want to learn how to succeed, surround yourself with the best people. Like surround yourself with people that have a proven track record of those things, that are not afraid to get on screen, that are not afraid to dox themselves, because they're not hiding any hidden agenda, right? I have no agenda to hide. I'm an open book. Like you guys can see my trades, you guys can see my wallets, you guys can see everything, right? I'm an open book pretty much, so you can see everything. Yeah, absolutely. I've been manifesting it. Chetel says, inspiring, really hopeful we will send the same messages in our alpha chat. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Chetel says, let's buck and go. Cool. Yeah. So that's basically like, let's go back to this, right? That's basically like my thought process and when buying NFTs, and why I buy NFTs and what type of projects. So you got to be careful, guys. There's so many scams out there. Honestly, there's so many scams. There's really good marketing as well. Like people have really awesome marketing. There's also like, there's people that are like going from, and this is something you got to be careful with as well. There's people going from scam to scam to scam, meaning that they build a community, they get the artwork up and running, and then they ditch the project after the hype and everything has run its course. You got to be careful with those projects. Those are the projects that, and then they go from one project, and they've done it before, they go to the next project just to get the cash grab. They're there just for cash grab. And that's always going to happen in this space. We're always going to have people that are going to do cash grabs, and they're just building artwork for people to buy and sell and hype up the marketing. And there's no real utility behind it. There's nothing that they're there to help the people. They're just there to build a lot of marketing they are helping because the people that I got in early, they made a lot of money from it, right? But what happens afterwards? What happens to the project? Where's the longevity in there? Like, how are they actually helping people, like building something real, like building an actual, in this case, like a business out of this crypto space, out of NFTs, right? Those are some things you got to be careful with. Like, for example, Mad Meerkats. The reason why I love Mad Meerkats is because they're continually building. They're always building. My brother used to work for Facebook, and at the Facebook office, let me type this in, Facebook office, right? They basically have like these, it looks like this. The Facebook offices look like this. It's really awesome. And their theme and their motto is construction. They're always building. Like with Facebook, they're always building something. Like that's their theme. And so that's what we want to do here as well. We're always building something cool. Like at Bucks, we're always going to be doing something awesome in the future. And you guys are going to be a part of the very early stages, the very beginning stages that are, you guys are jumping on right now. You guys are on the first and early stages of Buck. But we're always building something new here. Same thing with Mad Meerkats. That's the reason why I believe in this project. That's the reason why I'm holding on. And that's the reason why I want to buy some more. Once I generate some more money from the other NFTs, I'm going to buy more Mad Meerkats. I actually want to buy one more because I sold one by accident. So to get an even 20. So Mad Meerkats, the reason why I love this project, it's not the art, just the art is like very small compared to what everything else is behind this. This could be a pixelated collection. This could be literally just a blank screen, but you're owning an identity, right? People buy these because they're owning an identity into the Mad Meerkat ecosystem. They're not just buying the art, although the art looks amazing. It's like one of the best in my opinion, but it's also the identity that they're buying in the ecosystem. This allows you to yield farm more yields. This allows you to get airdrop certain NFTs if you're holding a certain amount. This allows you entry into the community where you can verify your profile on Twitter and people will follow you, and people will help each other and give each other advice and hints and stuff like that, right? That's the difference with like a community like this versus a community that just comes out with artwork and very little utility and very little to what they have in the roadmap. And they're like, yeah, we're building this awesome community, but like, what is it? Like, you're building an awesome community, but what makes your community awesome? Is it because there's just a whole bunch of people in there, a whole bunch of flippers in there that just, you know, from the beginning minted and now the floor price is up? Is it because of that? Like, is that why your community is awesome? Or is it because that people are actually helping each other build real things in there, like build other NFT projects, build other crypto projects, start to network with each other? Is there any live trainings in there? Are there any type of like software that helps people with their crypto journey? Is there any like tutorials on getting people into crypto or getting people into like certain projects or learning about different things inside of crypto, right? The Web3 space is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's going to be very overwhelming. And if you don't have any guidance to this thing, you could get scammed. I've gotten scammed so many times. Like, I've gotten scammed because I didn't know if a project was good or not. And then as time went on, I learned that you can actually go into Etherscan and you can look up the previous contracts that these contract builders created for the tokens and see if they were a previous scam, right? So those are the things you got to be careful with, and it's notorious in this space. There's so many of them out there that you just have to be careful with. Yeah. Adra says, luckily I found you. You have such an amazing experience. Thank you, Adra. Yeah, Isaac says, let's go. Yeah, Kavi says, so much to learn. You got it. Thank you, Kavi, as well. Hugo says, that's 100% facts. So many scams out there. It's crazy. Oliver says, I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm still learning from your ingenuity. That's awesome. Thank you, Oliver. Blake says, I can see your house from the camera. How much more can you be? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what camera, but like, yeah, I guess this camera here, I guess you're seeing it from here, right? But basically, guys, like, you can see I'm fully doxxed. You know, I'm fully doxxed. You can Google me. I'm here. I'm not like hiding behind the screen name, and I'm not like, I don't have any hidden agendas. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to build a community. I'm here to build a very strong community within our Discord and within our utility and within our software and NFT. Can you check ideas channel on Discord? Maybe it can be number 7 for the buck. Yeah, let's take a look. So let me see here. So inside of ideas. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. So, and this is what I mean, guys. I mean, like, we've got people like Chatel here that is like, you know, like people like you. That's what we want. We want like people that are helping and engaging and like helping each other out based on our experiences, because we all have different experiences, right? Think of something like C-Box from Conium. Buckle colors will bring great value. Yeah, I mean, we're looking into like different things like this to help improving our project. So if you guys think that we're just going to stop and we're going to, you know, this is it, we're not. We're going to continue to build this thing. Conium Pass. Yeah, I do like Conium Pass. You know, as a matter of fact, we had some people in our Discord. Yeah, this is really interesting. I'm going to look into this. We had some people in our Discord that were saying that they came from other alpha groups, right? So here's something that just happened yesterday. This was amazing. Like in our Discord. So number one, we had people come from other alpha groups. I think one they call it was like Azeroth or something like that. And number two, they said that they called Buck as an alpha call because they believe the software is better than, I think they like compared it to, like, I think it was like Black Box or something like that. Black Box, I forgot what it was, but I looked it up. I looked at the software They said that it was better than black box or something like that. They said another person said that they're what is this? They're canceling their subscription to IC tools and using bucks instead, or in this case, ManuSoft, right? So this is some of the stuff, some of the feedback that we've been getting from our community is that other people from other alpha groups have been calling our channel. They've been calling Buck, and they're like, yo, this is gonna blow up, like join the community. And so we had so many people from that group join us yesterday. And they also called they called us as an alpha call because they believe that the software is better than this other software out there called Black Box or something like that. I looked it up. It is like Black Box, Black Pox or something like that. Something like that. It was like software. Like I looked at, I saw it and I was like, this looks pretty cool. Let me try it. But they said it's better than that. And so we're getting some really, really good feedback from our community. And so to give you guys an idea, we really strive to becoming one day the best, number one, the best educational platform for crypto and NFTs. That's what we strive on being. It's not just going to be me later on. We're gonna get other people that are going to be teaching you guys as well. So later on, we're going to get experts in here to join us and teach you guys all about crypto and all these things. So number one, we plan on being the biggest and best before we were ecom, we plan on being the biggest and best crypto and NFT educational platform. The second thing that we plan on doing, that we strive on being, is the best NFT and token research software on the market. And the next step is once we fully launch and we get you guys these NFTs, and you guys are logging into the software, we want to collect all of the feedback and all the data from you guys. What better way than to actually have NFT traders and token traders to utilizing our software and getting massive amounts of data back so that we can collect this data from you guys, the feedback, and then we can build something even better. So we can build for you guys. If you guys are saying, well, why don't we get this integrated? Why don't we have this integrated? We can build all of those things. And with the money that we are going to receive from the mints, we're going to utilize that money back into the project. You guys have no idea how much we spent for this software. It's a great deal amount of money. And we utilize the money also from the pre-sale to keep building the software, to keep doing that. So we're taking the money back into the programs. If you guys know me as a business owner, you guys know that I've sacrificed a lot for my people as well. I'm not just a person that's going to take in the money and like buy Lamborghinis and stuff, even though I could. What I do is I do it for more than just the money. I do it for the building, the progression. That's what really excites me, that gets me up in the morning, is when I wake up and I see that we're progressing, our numbers are going up, our people are like, happy, and they're doing well for their families and for themselves. And so when I see that, that's more than money. Like I've made a lot of money in the past, guys. I've made so much money in the past, but that doesn't motivate me to wanting to like, it doesn't get me up it doesn't get me up, wake me up every day. What wakes me up every day is the progression that I'm seeing in our company. So as you guys know, Stealth Agents is my company as well. And you can see the video that we have on our front page. Basically, like that's what gets me up in the morning, is seeing that, wow, we've hired this many people. These many people are able to provide for their families. We've helped this many clients, and we're constantly doing this every single day. And just FYI, Stealth Agents I'm fully hands off on that. Like we've created the system where I don't have to be in there. And now I can focus on crypto, right? So that being said, like there's a lot coming that you guys don't know about. And I hope you guys are pumped. I hope you guys are excited. So guys, type in value and type in excited in the chat box if you guys are absolutely super excited about this. Yeah, we're looking at sniping features as well. So I've seen sniping features where you integrate MetaMask and stuff like that with we're looking at sniping features as well, like a NFT bot sniping, like floor sniping and stuff like that. So we're looking into that as well. There's a lot that we're still developing, and it still hasn't been. But the main thing that I was looking for was looking at all the top traders and seeing what they're buying and selling. That was my main thing, because sniping and all these other things like, trading bots and all that other stuff, it's good, but I made the most money by finding out what other influencers were buying. That's where I made the most money. I didn't make my money off of sniping or bots or anything like that. I made the least amount of money with it. I mean, if you guys know, I also have like if you guys know Bitscap, like that's a automatic trading thing. I made more money by just buying and holding a coin than I did with automatic buy up, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell bots. I made more money just buying and holding a token than I did with the trading bots. So that's why I want to put my focus on what's going to make the most for myself and also for you guys. And that's the finding out what top traders and influencers are buying in the market and mimicking their trades. Yeah, everyone's excited in here. Awesome, awesome. So Noah says, how has BuckBuck marketed itself to get to this point where other alpha groups are moving towards BuckBuck software? So the main reason is because we have, look at it this way, right? The main reason is we already have utility software. The other thing is we have an alpha Discord and we're posting these calls and we have people making money with these already. The other part is that we have the live training. So we're getting a lot of like attention from the community because people are seeing that they've never seen anything like this in the NFT space. They've never seen the founder going on live trainings every single day, talking to them and training them about the ins and outs of NFTs. I see founders all the time. Like I'm not like, downplaying them or anything like that. I see them all the time, but they're on like Twitter spaces. They're talking about NFTs, but like really like providing real value in terms of like real life trades, real life case studies, real life examples, like real life stuff that actually like will put food on the table for you and your family. Like that's what I do. When it comes to just like theory and talking all day on Twitter space, that's great. That's good marketing. But when it comes to actual real life, putting food on the table, like that's what we do. Like that's literally like we're here to helping you guys become successful in the NFT space, not waste your time. I'm not here to waste my time. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm here to helping you guys succeed in this space. I'm not here to talk about theory and what could happen, what could potentially happen. I'm talking about what's happening right now. I'm showing you guys my trades right now, and I'm showing you guys how I'm doing this in the NFT space and in the crypto space. And it's not going to be all sunshine. It's going to be ups and downs, but you guys have to know that's the risk that comes into this. And none of this is financial advice in any way. This is all training and educational purposes. So when you guys are receiving this trainings and educational purposes, like this is the information, the intel that you may or may not get anywhere else. You could get this stuff in like multiple videos and you sit down and watch 10, 20 hours of videos a day. You could do that. Or you could have more of a focused training, which is what we're doing. So each and every single one of these live sessions and live streams, I'm going to teach just one concept and one concept alone, just to help you guys understand that one thing, right? So in this case, it's like what gets an NFT project pumping. It's not the artwork, in my opinion. And that's kind of like what I kept saying in the beginning. I don't think it's the artwork. I've seen NFT projects with great artwork and they go up and then they go up after the hype. And then you see the typical, like, what is the typical, there's like an typical NFT chart, right? I would say there's this similar chart that we always see in the NFT space. And it's like up, go straight up, go down after the hype is down, after hype is done. But if there's a project that has continuous utility, like why hold? I mean, we have utility, the software, so people are going to hold because they want access to the software. They want access to know what the traders are buying every single day. They want access into our alpha groups. They want access into these type of live trainings that we're doing right now. They want access to the support. So that's why people are going to be holding our NFTs, is because they want access to these things. Other NFTs, why are they holding? Because it's great art, whatever, right? But eventually they want to sell it. They want to flip it and be done with it, be gone. But our community, people want to hold because of certain things. The same thing is, why do people want to hold Man Meerkats? Because there's so many things coming in so many catalysts coming. They're coming out with their 3rd generation NFTs. I'm going to be getting it for free. And maybe the fourth generation, I'm going to get even more for free because I'm holding more man meerkats, right? And so that's the reason why I'm holding a lot of these meerkats, is because they keep coming out with new things. And so the original holders will benefit from it, right? So in a nutshell, guys, that's why Buck NFT, I have very high expectations for this. I have very high expectations for you guys in succeeding with us as we go along throughout this journey. If you guys are here for just a quick flip, that's fine. Let those people that want to stay and stay for years to come, let them buy the NFTs that you're looking at flipping, the bucks, right? But if you're here for long-term longevity, you want to build something with us, you want to build a relationship with me, and you want to build a relationship with my team, you want to build a relationship with my other partners in business, and you want me to introduce them to you, and you have something cool in the future, you have a project that you want us to promote, then this is where it's at. There's going to be a lot of opportunities in here. So it's not just artwork also, but let's say number 7 is business opportunities within the community, right? This is what we're doing inside of Bucks. We're building all of these things internally within our project. And honestly, I buy a lot of NFTs. I don't see a lot of NFTs like this, where they go on trainings every single day, and they go on trainings weekly. They have, they're growing this fast. Alpha groups are calling them. People are saying that the software is better than other softwares, and I don't see any other softwares that are building as fast and as dedicated as we are, right? And so this is where we're at. I think you guys are in a really good spot right now. You guys still onboarding? Yeah, I mean, we're still here, you know. Chantel says get multiple bucks so you can flip some at 0.5 and 1 ETH. Yeah. So and I said, guys, remember, like I said, we're taking 100 for our team. We're going to mint 100 for our team initially before we launch, and then we're also going to be so once it's fully sold out, I plan on buying more for my team. So once it's fully sold out, if you guys want to sell, I plan on buying them for my team, and so that's what I plan on doing later in the future. Yeah, video is fantastic. Thank you. You got it, Cade. Thank you so much. Yeah, bits cap is like 2K. This is crazy cheap. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, stuff like that. Excited for the value. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Sexy Me T says problem being solved is token and NFT research and calls as well as alpha. Not only that, but remember, there's also the business opportunities within the community that we're building. There's also the live trainings. There's also literally like the previous recordings of all the videos that I have. There's about 18 of these that now I can give you guys of all the previous recordings. So if you guys want to learn yield farming, I'd recommend watching those recordings. This will be available for our holders once we open it up, once we open all of this up. Okay. How many can each wallet hold? So each wallet can hold 3 at mint. So you can only mint 3 if you're whitelisted. When we get to public sale, it's like unlimited at that time, but I don't think we'll get to public sale just because I think we may sell out before public sale. So it's 3 per wallet that you can hold per mint. Yeah, 3 per wallet. I mean, if you want to, you know, ask us for more wallets whitelisted, you could, but like we're usually not doing that. But 3 per wallet, and yeah, I mean, you can always buy it at OpenSea as well when we do fully mint out. So there's multiple ways of doing this. If you guys see that it fully sold out by the time we mint out, then you can buy it at OpenSea as well if people are selling at OpenSea. It'll be super surprising if I saw 0 at OpenSea sold, but there's always going to be people trying to sell and flip at OpenSea. I mean, we're even watching our YouTube and I saw someone like selling their whitelist spot, which is absolutely like crazy. I don't know how or why, but like they're selling their whitelist spot. So after that, would you need to buy on public sale? Yeah. So after 3, you have to buy it on public sale. So let's say you want 5 or 10, you're going to have to buy it at the OpenSea markets. If people are listing them, which I can guarantee you, they're always going to be listing them. There's always going to be people that are listing, but I've seen also like other NFTs that have like a lot of supply, but only very low number of listings. Like this one here, 77 listings. And you see what happens when there's only 777, the floor is really thin. So it's like 2000 crow for this one, 23 crow, 24 crow, 25 crow, 27, 27. You can see the 29. You can see the floor is really thin, 3000 crow, right? So the floor gets thinner as there's less people selling. And so why do I think that the floor price could go up is because people like the software, they like the alpha, they like the live trainings that they're getting. And so they're going to want to hold. They're going to want to hold so that they can continue to get the live training. They can continue to get the support. They can continue to get the NFT research sheet. They can continue to work with our team for anything that they need help with. We're offering all of that inside of our community, guys. Like, we're offering support in our community as well. We have team members that can help you guys, like customer support even, right? They want to continue to get the software and continue to build it. Like, I honestly think like 0.05 floor or even mint is really cheap. I think this is like, it could be a 1 ETH project. It could be more than that, but I think it's really cheap, 0.05. I don't think it's going to last very long. And I'm not saying this because of like I'm biased or anything, but I've watched a lot of NFT projects, and I've seen like what they have and what we have and what they don't have. Like, we have a lot of stuff they don't have. Yeah, max supply is 3,333. And mint is, so no, whitelisted means that you can mint before the public. So whitelist means that, you know, our link's going to go up, and only those that have a whitelisted Ethereum address can log into their MetaMask with their Ethereum address and then buy our NFTs with their MetaMask. Yeah. So 3,333. So if you did the math there, right? Let's do the math here. So we have 3,333. And if each one mints 3, let's say an average of 2, then about 1,600 people that are going to mint, holders in that case. We have over almost 3,000 people in our Discord. These are real people, not fluff, not like influencers with like 50,000 people that just bring in randoms in there. And then we also have 2,000 people that are registered for a webinar that don't even know about crypto, don't even know about NFTs, and they want to get into NFTs. So that we're going to get them into the minting as well. So that's on Friday. And then we also have another community that we're going to be offering a special mint opportunity for as a collab with this other community group. And they have 10,000 plus people. And that's how big they are. So they're going to be collabing with us on Friday, and that's going to obviously shoot the community size up. So imagine we may have like 5,000 or 6,000 real people in here that want to get the bucks, and they all see the value in it, but there's only 3,000 supply left. So if people are holding on and they're not selling their bucks, then we may see like really high floor prices, where the only time you can buy them is like, you can buy initially like 0.5 ETH at the floor, maybe, then 0.7, then 0.1, then, or sorry, 0.07, then 0.1, and then 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1 ETH, 2 ETH, 3 ETH, 4 ETH. You know, it could do something like that, but I don't know. Anything could happen. It's really interesting. But I will be there on the live stream to see what happens on the floor price. But not just talking about floor price, but just talking about like what you guys are going to get afterwards. I think you're going to really like the software. If you guys already like the alpha Discord, you really like the calls, you really like all the stuff that we're doing in there, you like the trainings that you're getting, you're learning a lot, then I think you're going to really like the previous recordings that we also have for you guys. Yeah. Blake's like extremely excited. Yeah. Awesome. Everyone's, there's going to be a lot of FOMO too. Where is the cheapest place for gas fee to buy during the launch? So Larry, it depends. Gas fees depending on time. So what you could do is you can open up like Ethereum gas tracker here. Right now, gas is ridiculous. But open up gas tracker. If you see like gas is like 20 gwei or like 30 or 40, like that's usually a good amount. 70 is pretty high. That's why I kind of did it at 5 p.m. on Sunday. because it's not as high during then. And I think you guys are going to get a good deal on that. So in my opinion, I don't think like 5 p.m. Sunday, there's not going to be a lot of people on there. So gas is going to be fairly low. Saturday, gas is fairly low as well. But Sunday night, like I would say gas is fairly low as well. So you guys are going to get a good deal on gas, in my opinion. But we'll see as well, because you can also mint like later on. So it starts at 5 p.m. But if we get to 6 p.m. without fully minting, that could also happen as well. So just kind of see and eye it from there. But if you guys are seeing like the mint prices, like if the mints are like, okay, we only have 3,000 supply initially right out the gate, we're like 500, 600, 800, 1,000, 2,000. Like if you see that happening fast, then you may want to jump in, because you may not see that mint anymore. And people might be selling the floor at, 0.1 starting out or something like that. But you may want to, like, if you do see it moving, if you see that ticker on our mint page moving to like, 100, 200, 500 immediately within seconds, like obviously we have a lot of momentum and you may miss out on the 3,000 supply. Just a FYI, I'm not saying this is FOMO or anything, but like this is what I've seen with other projects. Like I minted unemployables. I minted this, and I told my other Discord about it before you guys. I minted this at point. I minted 4 of these in 2 different wallets, and the mint price for this was, let's see, this is 3, so 0.075. So 0.075 divided by 3, so 0.025 I minted, and that was like $75 each. So I minted these at $75 each. I told my team about it, and I told my Discords about it. And by the time I minted, it was only like 1 or 2 hours. This thing was fully done. And this is a 5,000 collection. So 1 to 2 hours, this thing was fully done. And essentially like, by the time it was done, people were like, oh man, I missed the mint. It went pretty fast, but I was able to mint 2 on 2 different wallets. But I saw the counter, I saw the ticker. It was like, it went from like 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 really quickly. And I was like, what the crap? So that's why I minted fast, and I told everyone about it as fast as I can. But now the floor price is 0.25, so a $75 investment. If I held it, I sold it at 0.2 and 0.24, which is right now $700. So it's like 10x from their original, right? So that's what happened there. Yeah, the contract is also optimized for gas and multiple mints. Yep, it is. So it's a smart contract optimized. Yep. So we got you guys covered. Digital Universe, I'm on Ricky's Discord group and have the VanderSoft app. I've got an email for Ricky for this and have signed up for the whitelist. Okay, cool. Yeah, you got the email, right, Digital? You saw the email. You saw that we're launching on Friday. We have a lot of people that don't know anything about NFTs and things like that. And so they're just getting in. I'm a bit confused what BuckBuck is. Here we go. See, like I'm telling you guys, like the people that Ricky emailed, they don't know about NFTs. They don't know about crypto. So imagine there's more people waiting behind the door, waiting to get in. So what you're seeing on the Discord right now is not everybody. Bit confused what BuckBuck is. Can you tell me what the difference between D2B group and the VanderSoft? Yeah. So basically you just watch the previous videos as well, and you're going to understand a little bit more about BuckBuck, what it is. What is the new NFT for, cost in the whitelist, and what does an NFT bring? Yeah, so all of this is explained on the previous videos. I think you just jumped in. So you're just like, you just jumped in, you're like, what's going on? So like go ahead and watch the videos that we have previously in our YouTube channel. All right, guys. Any other questions you guys have so far? Anything else that you guys have that you might have some interesting questions? Let's do an AMA. If you guys have anything at all, let me know and I'll gladly answer your questions. I'm super pumped. I'm super excited for this thing. Like, you guys have no idea. It's going to be huge. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. And I don't think anyone's seen this before. So when we start to get mainstream and get more people eyeballs on this, and when we start trending on IC tools, we start trending on OpenSea and all that stuff, I think we're going to see more people interested in our project. Yeah. So the mint price is 0.05 mint at whitelist and 0.1 at public sale. All right, so guys, type in value in the box, type in boom in the box. If you guys if you guys have gotten so much value out of today. Noah says, will there be a run through on how to mint on Sunday? Absolutely, Noah. So I'll be creating some videos today, and I'm going to post it on the how to mint section. We already have some videos from Ricky, so we're probably going to just reuse some of that. But on the how to mint section, we'll add that on there so you guys can see how to mint, how to get a MetaMask if you guys don't know, how to sell on OpenSea if you want to flip it, right? Later when we're fully minted. Yeah, Digital says, yeah, I did just jump in. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you just jumped in. We've answered a lot of those multiple times in the previous videos, so just go ahead and watch those videos. Is there anything we need for the collab? No. I mean, in terms, I'm not sure what you mean. Just post it in our Discord here. 1 ETH on OpenSea. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. How does this compare to NFT HUD? I have no idea, but I'm going to take a look at it. But the biggest difference between our software versus others, and I haven't seen this, is our software targets only the top traders. Our software targets the people who are active in trading, who are basically like making these alpha calls. Our software targets those people. It doesn't target everybody that's buying and flipping, because everyone that's buying and flipping, it could be very deceiving. Like you may have a project that is a scam, but everyone is buying it, right? We're finding top traders, people who have done the research, done the knowledge, are in these groups that do this daily. It's their livelihood. This is what they do. We're targeting only those people and grabbing the top 1,000 wallets for each collection, each blue chip collection. And then basically we're finding out what they're buying and selling. That's the value there. So if it compares to that with NFT HUD, if they do that, then I'd like to see it, but I haven't seen any software that does what our software does. And that's why, that's the biggest difference. Like Keek and like other software tools like Keek or Zerion, you still have to manually input all of the wallets yourself. So if you have 5,000 wallets that you want to target, and these are the top traders, you got to manually put that all by yourself and then get all these notifications like crazy and then get distracted. You got to also, with Zerion, you got to search every single wallet and see what they're buying and selling. You get these notifications and it's just insane. Like, it's just like too much overload, versus our software compiles all of those traders in one dashboard and we get to see everything. We get to see what they're buying. We get to see what they're selling and all that stuff. Yeah. Do I go to the Buck Discord for the videos? Yeah. So you go there and then click on the official links and then go to our YouTube. So you can actually find our YouTube there and you can go ahead and, look at our videos. This is how you do it. So let me just go back once more. So what you do is you just literally, you go into our YouTube channel, click our link to our YouTube. Okay. It'll take you here. Go click on videos and you can see all the previous live streams that we've had. Look at all these live streams that we've had here, guys. How many NFT projects do you think have this much value? We did a 2-hour yesterday. This is the actual mastermind. We had a 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. And then we have all these other videos where I've reviewed other NFTs as well. I'm going to start doing more of these actually, but that's basically and we're just getting started. We've only started this 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, this YouTube channel. We have 409 subscribers and we're growing organically pretty fast. And yeah, so people enjoy our streams here, but that's basically how you do it. Yeah. So NFT HUD, they have these things called Whale Watch, right? So let's take a look. So, looks like I've been in there. Yeah. So Whale Watch. So the thing that I've seen about Whale Watch, this looks pretty cool though. I'm going to take a look at it. But the thing that I've seen about Whale Watch is that it's still not the top traders compiled in one. Whale Watch is like Keek, right? And that's, to my understanding, that's what it is. It's not 1,000 different people in there. So let me show you. Our software compiles all the 1,000 Bored Ape top wallets, the 1,000 top Azuki wallets, the 1,000 top Doodle wallets, the 1,000 top let me see here. What other wallets do we have here? Like, it compiles the top 1,000 Cool Cats wallets, right? And it tells me what they're buying today. That's what it does. It's Whale Watch times 1,000. So that's what it does. It's Whale Watch, multiply that by 1,000. Because with Whale Watch, you still have to go in and like figure out like which wallets are which. But I may be wrong. I want to see this, but basically, like I haven't seen anything like ours. That's the reason why we built it, right? There's a trending tab. So this is good, but once again, it's what everyone is buying, right? It's not what the elite alpha people are buying. Like these guys here. These are what they're buying right now. These are the top 1,000 wallets for Bored Apes, for Cool Cats, for Azuki, for Doodles. These are what they're buying right now. And so we get an idea of like if they're minting it or whatever. So it's like validation, because in order to do this, you have to buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club for $300,000, for 400,000, maybe 500 now. You got to buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club for that much money, join their groups, join their Discord group, and then see what they're pitching on their alpha group. That's one way to do it. Instead, we don't have to buy a $300,000 membership. We just buy a buck membership, and it's kind of like getting access to a Bored Ape Yacht Club membership, because Bored Ape Yacht Club gives you details on their alpha group on what they're buying. This, we already see what they're buying before they even tell anyone what they're buying. So it's not like IC Tools as much, because IC Tools shows you what everybody is buying, right? IC Tools basically shows you what everyone and anyone is buying. It could be like anything, but this is only what the top traders are buying. This is what the top 1% of NFT traders are buying. This is what they're doing right here, right? I don't want to see alpha, because this is too much information. There's too much data. It's not conclusive data that tells me exactly like the top traders are buying. This is what tells me what the top traders are buying. The whale watch is good, but once again, whale watch, from what I've seen, is a 1-to-1 to 1-to-1. You got to watch one wallet, you got to watch another wallet, you got to watch another wallet, or they give you what the whales are buying, right? In this case, we give you what the whales are buying over 5,000 different whales. So it's like 5,000, 10,000 different whales and what they're all buying all together. This is what this is doing. And it's showing you in one easy dashboard that you don't have to get confused. You just know that 5,000 top whales, top 1% of traders are buying these right here. That's what it is. Yeah. So Blake's like fire. Yeah. So hopefully that like help with the confusion here with like other NFT trading softwares, because other NFT trading softwares don't do that. From what I've seen, they don't compile 5,000 whales and tell you what they're all buying right now in the past 24 hours, all at the same time. That's why this is better, in my opinion, than these other ones here. This is good to see what everyone is buying, what the flippers are buying, what the scammers are buying. This is good to see that. But if you don't want to see what the scammers and the flippers are buying, you want to see just what the top 5,000 plus whales are buying all at once and compiled in one data. This is what it is. It looks like BB and HUD complement each other. Each has value different. Yeah, Buck and all these, they definitely do have different tools. I am subscribed to IC Tools. I am looking at this as well. So I'm looking at multiple different factors, but the best one, in my opinion, is this one, because this is literally, it's giving you an access into Bored Ape Yacht Club without paying for a Bored Ape Yacht Club, and also giving you access to a Bored Ape Yacht Club alpha group without paying for it. But not only that, but before they even call the token, you already know that they bought it in their wallets. So it's like, okay, I bought it in my wallet. I'm going to wait a little bit and then I'm going to call. I bought it in my wallet. Now I know what they're buying right here. And I don't even need to go into the alpha group. I don't need to scour the web for all this information. I don't need to hire a team to research it for me. I don't need to go on Twitter. I don't need to go on Twitter Spaces to find out what people are buying. I know what they're buying right here. And I could be a complete introvert and just watch what they're buying right here and then get in on some of these projects that they're buying, right? Yeah, for a small time NFT flipper, how's Buck platform beneficial? So basically, like, let's say you're starting off small time and you want to just start with your first NFT. What this does is this gives you NFTs that have, in my opinion, that have like higher conviction than just other NFTs in here. The other thing is, for a small time beginner NFT researcher and trader, you get access to all of the training videos, and you get access to experts, like experts that are trading, like literally experts in here that are buying tokens. You get access to all that. NFT beginners, they tend to lose money because they don't know how to trade properly. They don't know when to get in, when to get out. You get access to that support and that community. That's the biggest difference between us and other NFT communities out there? How many communities are, and their main focus is their holders? Probably not a lot. Their main focus is making money, right? Our main focus is our holders. Our main focus is to making sure that you guys are trading well and that you guys have the education and the knowledge to knowing how to do this stuff, knowing what type of projects to get into, what type of chains are out there, what type of different factors to making a good NFT project. Those are the stuff that you guys are learning in here. So that's the difference. It may sound silly, but does Whale change their wallets? If they do, how frequently will Daniel? So yeah, if it does change, we actually start removing the wallets that have below a certain value. And if they don't have that, then it's going to automatically be removed and then added, and it's going to be automatically updated in our database. So when they do change wallets, we also change wallets as well. But what you're seeing here is literally fresh data that is coming out and showing you that these wallets are buying this here. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So we had a lot of questions even after the fact. So any other questions, guys? But other than that, if you guys don't have any other questions, I really appreciate this call that you guys were on with me today. I hope you guys are excited for our launch on Sunday. I keep saying it, Sunday, May 1st, 5 p.m. Eastern. Put this on your calendars, put this on your alarm clocks. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm going to jump on a live stream as well at 5 p.m. when we do launch. So it's going to be a lot of fun and we'll just get it from there. All right, guys. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. It was a lot of fun and I'll talk to you guys inside the Discord. And once again, Buck is here to help you guys become a better NFT trader and become more educated in the crypto space. So once again, guys, thank you guys so much. Yeah, everyone's excited. I'm seeing the chats here. I'm seeing you guys. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys later in our Discord.